Well, hello there. Hi, I'm Susan, and I'm the principal of Duluth Elementary here. And my understanding is that you have some concerns pertaining to the interpreter in your daughter's class. Is that correct?
Yeah, I have been recently having a few concerns. My daughter's been missing a lot of class, and it's been due to the interpreter being out with an illness. And I mean, it is pretty important that my daughter does have an interpreter there with her the whole time. I don't want her to miss out on her education.
Yes, yes. Illness has been a big problem this year with faculty as well as with the interpreter for Sammy, was her name? Sammy, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct, Sammy. She is 8 years old and in the third
Yeah,
grade.
I've seen her in the hallway a few times. You know, illness has been a problem and everything, as I was saying, and there aren't many interpreters in this area. We do have a person, an aide, who works with one of the first grade children, and they do have some sign ability. I think we could place her with Sammy in the event of an extended absence of the interpreter. Wouldn't that work?
I'm not 100% sure if that will work. I don't really want my daughter getting behind, and it's really important for her to be involved every day and make sure that she's sticking and staying up with the rest of her classmates. And if the interpreter is gone, she's going to get behind. The aide might know a little bit of sign, but it's definitely not skilled enough to be the interpreter for the class.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I just assumed that since she knew sign, she could interpret. I've seen her talk to Sammy.
Yeah, the aide, maybe can chat a little bit on the side, but interpreting inside of a classroom is required. Um, And it's pretty important. The teacher's going to be talking and the interpreter is going to be transliterating everything that they hear. They're going to listen, process the information, and then produce it. I mean, it's definitely different than just kind of chatting. Yeah, yeah, she is correct. Yeah, the interpreter, sorry, the aide might have practiced a little bit, but it is definitely different than an interpreter. So, an aide maybe has had a few months or weeks of just practicing sign, and the interpreter has an in-depth, practice and possibly into workshops and many different things. They know the code of ethics and everything like that to be required to be an interpreter.
So is there teachers are required to be licensed in the schools, of course, to teach. Are there some kind of requirements if we were to look for a sub that we need to be aware of?
Yeah, an interpreter does need to be certified. If an interpreter does have a job and is not certified, they must receive a certification within 1 year or they're out of a job. If the teacher has a license, the interpreter also needs a license. I mean, sorry, certification. Yeah, certification.
So certified is a better word than if I were to say interpreter license.
Yeah, that is what it's called, a certification.
Okay, well, I know that when we hired Sammy's current interpreter, she had graduated from a training school or had gone to school. So I'm assuming that's the training you're speaking of. But as I said, there's not many interpreters in the area. Where do you suggest we go to advertise for a sub or long term sub in the event that the regular interpreter is out?
I mean, it's possible that you can contact different schools within the district. You can also look for universities and maybe contact them, see if they have any availabilities. Do you have any other options? You can also contact the IRC, Interpreters Referral Center. Um, And I can give you that phone number so that you can give them a call and they can contact to see if they have a substitute interpreter for you.
Okay, well, I sure appreciate you coming in to meet with me. I really didn't know there was a difference between signing and interpreting. We will do our best and perhaps we'll contact this IRC number. If you could provide me with that, I'd really appreciate it. Do you want to set a follow-up appointment about this, or you want to follow up maybe in a month or so to see how the interpreting is going?
I prefer to get contacted by phone maybe in a day or so to see if you have found an interpreter. I kind of want to know what's going on with my daughter's education. It's really important, and I appreciate your time today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And here's the card.